We've packed the toothbrush and some other stuff. We've locked up the house, said goodbye to the kids, said goodbye to the grandkids, and we're off on a trip of a lifetime to Albania and Uzbekistan and lots of places that aren't in between. So, first full day in Athens. Looking forward to it. We're just about to get out the door and check out some new adventure, which is pretty cool because adventure is my middle name.
No, it's not. It's Marvin.
There are over 17 million tourists that visit Greece each year, and I'd imagine almost 100% of them will be visiting Athens, the capital city and home of some really cool stuff. 17 million tourists is almost double the entire population of Greece. And why do they come? Well, undoubtedly, it's mainly about the history you can find here. Apparently, there has been a city here for almost 3,400 years, making it one of the oldest cities in the world. Athens is the home of democracy, having first used it nearly 2,500 years ago. Wandering the streets is an adventure. The sights, the smells, the tastes are all captivating. Athens, we love you. One other interesting fact I read was that the capital of Greece was named after the goddess Athena, who is associated with wisdom, warfare and handicrafts. I can just imagine her coming home after a day at the battle and picking up her knitting. Sounds like an interesting mix of hobbies. The first stop for us is the Olympic Stadium. So this is the Panathenaic Stadium. This is where the first modern Olympic Games was held in 1896. Quite a while ago. Intertwined with the history of Athens is the story of the Olympic Games. As you may know, the modern Olympics can trace their origins back to 1896, when they were first held in Athens in the Panathenaic Stadium. Probably said that very wrong. This was originally considered as a reboot of the ancient games that were held in this area. The stadium is open to the public for a small fee, and you are welcome to roam around the vast stadium, imagining what it would be like to win Olympic glory. Surprisingly, you are allowed to go on the track and live out your dream of being an Olympic runner. Marble, except for the steel stairs.
Can you take a photo of me sitting down?
How about I take a video of you sitting down, asking me to take a photo of you sitting down? Run up the stairs. That's amazing. If you take the tunnel that I presume the athletes of days gone by would have used, you emerge into a lovely little room which contains memorabilia from each of the modern Olympic Games. There is one of the posters from each of the games along with one of the torches used to carry the flame. All up, this is a fun place to visit. in the parks, there's citrus trees just fruiting. All the fruit gets squashed on the ground. You know it's really old when it's got scaffolding. Athens covers many different eras. Obviously, Greece had its moment as the prominent empire in the world, but that was followed by the Roman Empire. When the Romans came to this area, they decided to build a new city near to the original city. Hadrian's Arch was built in Emperor Hadrian's honour to mark the end of the old city and the start of the new. This is a really fun area nestled just below the Acropolis. This is a pedestrian-friendly area for tourists to wander and discover cafes, souvenir shops and art galleries, all magically arranged in a labyrinth of roads, walkways and squares. It's well worth a visit during the night time as well, as it lights up. A great place to find dinner, although surprisingly and unexpectedly, when we are visiting in early April, it is quite cold, having still not reached the official summer months. We did a lot of wandering. We had considered getting the hop-on, hop-off bus, and I also wondered about using the metro to get from point A to point B, but we honestly felt like walking everywhere. It was the most interesting way to see the real Athens as well as the tourist Athens. Between the apartment where we stayed and the Acropolis are streets of Athenians living their lives, going about their business, and that's something I find really interesting. They've even put dates on the rubbish bins around here so that archaeologists in the future will more easily be able to date the rubbish bin. Views of the Acropolis are never far away, perched immediately above you. We decided to see the Acropolis on the day after we visited the Plaka district, but we did decide to check out the entrance and to see where we would redeem our pre-purchased online tickets. What we saw was confirmation that the pre-purchase idea is definitely the way to go. The queues to get in were unbelievably long. So, this vlog is coming to an end. But what is a vlog on Athens without much on the Acropolis? This story is missing the main character, right? Yep. The Acropolis is awesome, and you can check that out in Athens, the Acropolis Special Edition, otherwise known as Episode 2. See you on the other side. Please like and subscribe.